it's time for another sloppy haircut. I'm gonna cut Shannon's hair this time because that's only fair play. Well, and this time, we're both drinking.
Well, she let me cut her hair and she puts a lot of trust in me. And it's very rare for somebody to allow another person to actually shave their head. And I'm going to insanely let her do that. She's never done it before. And this should be interesting. Let's see how it is. We got some emails, didn't we?
Yeah, we got an email from one of our watchers and subscribers, Beverly Hansen, yeah. And she actually was wanting to know if we thought this was a good idea for her to try, and we told her that, and we'll tell you the same thing that we told her. Anytime you trust somebody with that's not professionally trained, you're taking a risk, but it's not exactly rocket science, so go ahead and try it.
Do we have any gauze or Band-Aids or anything like that right now?
No.
You don't even have any toilet paper to put the shaving cuts?
Nope. I am that good.
Where you're going.
So, yeah, if you have a friend that's willing to try and cut your hair, worst thing that they can do is make you look funny.
Well, or scarred for life.
They're not going to do that, I promise. Unless you, like, slept with their husbands or something. But,
I haven't slept with anybody's husband.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. This actually feels really nice.
It does. I like it. You putting it on my head. You like a little massage type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You remember that cartoon with Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny, and he's sitting there doing that with the scalp lotion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just a spot. Let's try not to make this a 20-minute video, though. Okay?
Well, technically that's up to you, but please take your time. I don't want to rush it. No.
Now we're shaving every last bit of hair off, right?
Oh no, you gotta leave my eyebrows.
Everything else?
I ain't giving up my mustache or stylish goatee, I must say.
I think your goatee and stylish mustache are very sexy.
Well, that's a good thing, because I'm keeping them.
Alright.
Go the other way.
Go the other way?
Yeah, go from the back to the front.
Well, you didn't give me any direction. You're just like, hey, shave my head.
Now, I've been doing this for years, but I was hoping you'd choose that first.
Nope.
It feels normal so far.
Oh, Beverly Hansen also had another question about, she's thinking about giving up smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And you gave up smoking too.
Yes,
How did you quit?
Well, there's a lot of arguments as far as definition of quitting smoking, but I did go to the e-cigarette from smoking.
Show yours.
Now, I work with one like this right now. They have a lot of different designs with them, but to me, as far as the smoking side goes, the nicotine part of it is technically what you crave when it comes to smoking. The tar, smoke, and all the other aspects of actually smoking a cigarette are what's damaging you the most. Nicotine does have medical benefits in a way. It's not necessarily good for you, don't get me wrong. I am not condoning nicotine. It is an addictive substance. But it does have its benefits in a ways. And if you're going to utilize that nicotine, or you seem to still need that nicotine, but you want to live a healthier life, I feel personally that going to the vapor cigarettes are best. But there are certain parts of that go along with it. If you're wanting to quit smoking and you're going to the vapors, or whatever, even if you go to the gums, the patches, it doesn't matter what method that you use to quit smoking. you have to make the conscious decision to stop smoking tobacco, period. Because as long as you keep going back and smoking a cigarette and having that tobacco smoke go into your lungs, nothing else that you do is going to compare to it. And you have to make that decision and change to the alternative, just like when you're smoking an e-cigarette. No, it don't taste like your regular cigarette. It doesn't feel like your regular cigarette. But there's a lot of times, at least I ran into that when I was a smoker, that I love Marlboros. You know, that's my favorite brand. But I couldn't always afford Marlboros. So sometimes I would have to purchase a cheaper brand of cigarettes, ones I don't necessarily like. You know, after smoking a couple packs of those, you just get used to them. You adapt to your current situation.
You still have eyebrows, don't worry.
And that comes to making that choice that you want to change your life. You want to make that difference.
And that goes back to what I said in an earlier video, making changes, or I have body issues or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But if you're not happy with something, and it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's an addiction to smoking, whether it's your weight, the way you look, the way your job's going, whatever it is, you either have to make a way to...
Now, the best way is after a while kind of feel, like here, if you come up here, sorry.
You either have to figure out what you're going to do to change it.
You're running out of moisture back there. It's getting pretty dry.
You're fine.
I know the feel of a blade across my head, baby.
I'm glad you do.
Really?
But
I didn't notice. Go ahead.
Anyway, the thing is, if there's something in your life you want to change, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's an addiction, whether it's your weight, whether it's the way you look, your job, whatever it is in your life that you are having problems with, you either have to find a way to accept it, or you have to find a way to change it.
Right, but the key is accepting that change into your life.
Right.
And making it permanent, not just something that I'm thinking I want to do this. Make the decision. Have some, gumption in your life and make that decision.
And here's another thing.
Change it.
Everybody wants to say, oh, well, you got a long hair coming out of your ear. Hang on a minute. I shaved his ear.
Old age, I guess. What the? Whoa, we are like all of a sudden having like major...
What the hell was that? Was she in here?
She was in the back bedroom. I don't know what she knocked over, but there was a bunch of crashing around.
I think it was what was on here.
Yeah, it's a mess in here anyways, but wow, that was excitement. See what happens when you get your head shaved?
While you're drunk? Anyway. Yeah, get that centered. Get back. So, for me, one of the things I said that I was having issues with was my work. I still don't like it very much, but...
who really likes their job?
Right. But there are things about it that I can accept. First of all, there's some excitement that happens there. Right now we're getting ready to do a Star Wars event. Wayo is getting ready to start back up. The holidays are coming, and the holidays are always awesome at my work. And so, that's something that I'm remembering that helps me accept it. As far as my weight, I'm actually down to 177 pounds from 181, 82.
I keep fluctuating in between 190 and 200 pounds, and that's down from 218, so...
Oh!
Yeah, it does that too.
His razor vibrates. That's kind of cool. Hang on.
You didn't know my razor vibrated?
I might have to use this razor more often.
Feels good on the legs and the head.
I'm sure.
Easy now. Slowly, baby. Battery's almost dead.
Oh. But, so yeah, my weight, it's going down, and it's slowly and surely, and I don't mind it being slowly. You know,
I don't like being called Shirley.
I could. Shirley was my grandmother. Shut up. Do not make fun of my grandmother.
Not making fun of your grandmother.
You shouldn't. Okay,
but
so.
Are you calling me grandmother slow?
She was, and she was steady.
Shirley.
Indeed. But you want me to get the scruffy stuff too?
No, leave this stuff.
But
you're supposed to get the sides when you lather everything up.
Oh. Well, I don't shave my face. How do I know?
You don't shave your head either. But how many times have you watched me shave?
I don't really pay attention to what you're doing in the bathroom. Especially when lather is involved.
You watched me shave before. You said I made funny faces.
You do.
I don't make as many funny faces now that I don't shave the center part of it, but to get that cheek part, you really got to puff it out.
But, yeah, so my weight is going down. It's going down slowly. And I'm okay with that. Because the thing is, even though it's happening slowly, it is happening. And that's one of the things that I'm focusing on. And that helps me keep a positive mindset.
Okay, she's going to start getting close to my jugular, so it's good that she has a positive mindset.
So anyway, another thing that
Here?
Huh?
You can get behind this here.
It's okay.
Now, words of warning, construction zone. There's like a mole behind each ear. Watch it, don't clip it. It makes it bleed. And I don't like it to bleed.
I don't see a mole. You'll be fine.
Well, if you see red, you got it.
Okay. So, but like another thing that I hate, like I've said in other videos, I hate that this kitchen is mint green. And we're looking at changing that.
We have the paint, we just don't have the ambition.
No, we don't have the paint for the kitchen.
Oh, no, we have paint for the bathroom.
Right. The bathroom is the same stupid color.
Well, we have paint for the bathroom and paint for the dining room, but we don't have paint for the room that we actually want to paint first. Which, in the end, is kind of silly.
Well, I mean...
You could have told me to kind of move sideways a little bit where you can see.
Maybe I should clean this.
Yeah.
I'm okay with, like, the kitchen, I don't spend as much time in it as he does. And I look at it like this,
You're probably right in front of the camera.
That's okay. They know what I look like.
Boy, you take long strokes.
Oh, there's a mole there. Oh, and I see the mole?
Yeah, see the mole on that side.
But I didn't see one on that side.
It's like a white mole on the other side, and it's a brown mole on this side.
Well, it's a good thing you're a white guy then.
Yeah.
But, was that what this is?
Get off of the tripod, silly.
The cat is still trying to
Likes
find a way to
attacking
get...
the legs of the tripod. I don't know if it thinks it was a creature or whatever, but I think she's coming back. I've never felt so exposed.
So,
At least she's only got 4 blades instead of 5.
don't talk, I might cut you. And I'm not necessarily going to specify accidentally.
Take your time, this actually hurts.
Okay. Any, hang on, don't.
Well, no, like I said, it would hurt my neck.
Oh, I know.
I didn't have a headrest to...
What do you need a headrest for? But, you know, I'm okay with the kitchen being green. I don't like it, but I'll deal with it. I spend more time in the bathroom, so I'm really not happy with that being green. Hang on.
Kind of ironic that I spend more time in the kitchen and I'm the one that fixes supper and she spends more time in the bathroom.
Indeed. Now, tomorrow, we've got a fun little thing we're going to do. We're actually going to go on the road.
Yeah, we're going to go out. We're going to go fishing. And other things.
Yeah. Okay, so, as some of you know, we have a dollhouse that we're building.
Yep.
But, here's the thing. We spent the better part, we have a daughter and a son. Now, they're my stepchildren. And the one daughter, his daughter, he actually didn't get to start spending a lot of time because she was living so far away. So.
Did you grab the aftershave?
What aftershave?
The Stetson.
Oh, no, I didn't.
It's on my stand.
But she lived far away, so we didn't get to see her very often. And the child that we had the most around, especially Christmas times, was his son, who actually, like my brothers, liked some of the girl toys but didn't want to get them because they were
stereotypically girls.
And like one thing he did insist on when he was younger was an easy bake oven, and his dad was concerned because he wasn't sure why he wanted the easy bake oven, and he was concerned because it wasn't a good time for his son. He was going through some issues, and he thought that he was kind of rebelling in some way. And because
it's a complicated issue in that particular respect. I have no issues as far as a child learning. The problem is
he'd never shown any interest in cooking before.
He'd never shown any interest in cooking. He'd never shown any interest in baking or anything. And on the other side of it, easy bake oven at that point in time in his life was not necessarily as common of a thing for
it was usually like video games or Pokemon.
Things for him to ask for.
So we kind of were concerned that he was trying to act out or something. I'm not sure, because in his mom's house
we're done with a haircut, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, we're like not
well, anyway, we he had three brothers and a sister that he was living with at the time in his mom's house.
Yes.
Yeah. And we kind of thought that maybe it was him trying to do this whole, hey, look at me, I'm doing something different thing. But we got him the easy bake oven anyway because we figured, why not? It's not going to hurt him to get the easy bake oven, and then maybe that way we would be able to kind of engage him in a conversation to find out what was the cause behind this sudden interest in an easy bake oven.
But regardless, I mean, you should always be able to encourage your children in whatever they're interested in, whatever they want, regardless of your own feelings, because you're not them. You can help develop them in whatever way that they want, but ultimately it's what the decisions that they make in their life, whether you agree with them or not, are the things that they're interested in. And you can guide them so far, but once that they get to a certain point, they aren't going to, they're going to go their way anyways, and the support of their family is a whole lot better than being controlled all the time.
One of the things that I actually laughed at was when his dad finally asked him, why did you want an easy bake oven so bad? And his answer was, so that I don't have to wait for Mom or Jill to make me something to eat. I can get a brownie when I want it and not have to wait for them to decide they're going to bake me a brownie. Because we made him food all the time, we just didn't make him cookies or brownies or things. But at any rate, again, like I said, see?
I baked a chocolate cake today.
He's an awesome baker. But
from scratch.
One of the things that was frustrating was there was a lot of things that he was interested in that were both boy and girl that he didn't get to do because he felt like he was being labeled, right, and he didn't want to be labeled unjustly. Well, one of the things I pointed out to my husband was anybody can make a dollhouse for Barbie. Barbie always gets a dollhouse, and then she turns around and invites Ken to move in with her, who up until that point lived in a box. Literally, he's in a box, hanging on the shelf, waiting for some little girl to say, you know what, my Barbie could really use a man.
So where did he actually live?
In a box.
Well, aside from that,
he lived in a box, that's it. So our project is we're making a bachelor house. We're making a dream house for a boy. I'm talking big screen TV, pool table, video games, no girls allowed. Why is the cat pooping underneath the table?
Not pooping underneath the table, just scratching in a box.
I think she peed under there. We're gonna have to go, guys.